Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Untitled, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that yesterday the Fed announced that they totally tolerate inflation above 2%. So they increasing the inflation rate and they accept it. So this will be the first news we're going to discuss. The second news is all about that the Winklevoss brothers, who own Gemini, a cryptocurrency exchange, they predict that the Bitcoin will be $500,000, and they compare it to gold. And in this article, we will discuss it, why they think Bitcoin is even more valuable than gold. And the third news will be about a kind of new token. It was announced this month in August, and it brings something new to blockchain. And I think it's a great idea and a great service, what they're doing. And maybe there's a great potential in it in the future. So I will have your surprise token at the end of the video, which you can maybe consider to invest in. From my side, it's not a financial advice. I just share my ideas and then you decide. It's your money. So all this in today's video. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, then click on this on the notification bell as well after you clicked on the subscribe button, because then you get the videos as soon as they're out. I put these videos on YouTube every weekday. So every weekday you're getting the freshest and crispiest blockchain and cryptocurrency news from us, Blockchain Bloom. And also we have a totally free course. You can find the link right under the video. Download it if you are a beginner in investing cryptocurrencies, or you have some questions about it. You're not sure you have made all the safety steps. Everything is covered in this video. The link is under here and it's totally free, so you can download it. And now let's jump in how the market looks like. So at the present, we have Bitcoin at $11,400, which is a 0.05% decrease in the last 24 hours. We have Ethereum at $388, which is a 0.85% increase. And then when we're looking at the top winners, we have Numeria 34%, UMA 28%, and Serum 13%. And then when we check out the losers, Aragon minus 17%, Kusama minus 9%, but they were killing it for 2 days, so they went up very well. And NXM minus 9%. And now it's time to discuss our first news, which, in yesterday's video, I have talked about it already, that there will be this speech. Many people called it will be a historical speech. And, we all thought that Fed will say, okay, they allowed a higher inflation than 2%. They agreed beforehand that 2% is the healthy level per year. But now, as we can see here in an article and what we thought beforehand, yes, they announced it. So now they tolerate inflation above 2%. What's the level? What's the percentage? We don't know, but it can be easily above 2%, and it will be, trust me. And this is another reason which helps Bitcoin and gold and all these safe assets, because with this, they basically announced that the value of dollar, it's going to increase officially. And, the situation is just not looking good. When you're looking at, for example, the unemployment rate, last week, there were more than 1 million people in the United States who became unemployed and registered themselves as unemployed. It was also a million week before. If you're just looking at the job cuts, for example, American Airlines announced this week that there will be a cut in jobs. 19,000 people will be fired by the 1st of October if the situation continues like this. So therefore, the Fed has to print the money because they have to help these people. They have to send in the stimulus checks, and that is straight way to higher and higher inflation. United Airlines also announced this summer that there will be could be a job cut, 36,000 people in this year. Big numbers from companies, and the weekly 1 million, it's a pretty high number. And we see how it works, but the Fed has to do something, has to support this situation, but this will lead to dollar value decrease, to higher and higher inflation, and could help, by the way, Bitcoin, gold, and other assets, which could be safe haven. And talking about these, let's move on to the second news, which is all about that the Winklevoss brothers, the guys who established Gemini, said that the Bitcoin can be $500,000. And here's a nice comparison between Bitcoin and gold, because as you said, gold is a safe asset, kind of safe, precious metals. You can invest in other things like real estate and all these, and there is like Bitcoin. And if you compare gold with Bitcoin, then you have first that the scarcity is in Bitcoin is fixed, and in the gold is scarce. The durability, Bitcoin is software, gold is hardware. Portability. It can be sent anywhere in the world via internet, just like an email. Okay, so it's so easy as Bitcoin. When you have gold, you have this 25-pound bars. The divisibility, is that gold. It's it's in troy ounce, which is around 31 gram. That's how you measure precious metals. And but in Bitcoin, basically, you can go down to one single Satoshi. And if you want to know how much is that, 100 million Satoshi is one Bitcoin, 100 million. And you can go down so that small amount, and you can buy that. Okay, storage. Basically, digital wallets, you can store it. Bitcoin, very easy. With gold, it's a bit more difficult. You put it in a safe or a vault, you decide, but it's not that easy to store. Then the counterfeit difficulty and prohibitively it's expensive. So it's not cheap and has not occurred to the date. That's very important. However, in gold, it's difficult, but it's possible. We had this news, I made this video about it like a month ago, when they found a lot of fake gold. And, that's crazy. And adoption. So the market cap right now for Bitcoin, it's 200 billion US dollar. Like for gold is 9 trillion. So you can see now the difference. Obviously, Bitcoin is a baby right now compared to gold. And he's just continuing this argument that we have gold and oil, and these all difficult to store and transport, and how easy is with that with Bitcoin. And the biggest problem actually with the US dollar itself is that inflation and the stability of its value, which is now obviously going down. And then here is like a quote that inflation is coming. That's actually not a question. Fed just announced it. They totally tolerate above 2%. So now it's officially on the go. And the money stored in the bank will run over. See, cash. It's the value. If you have it in dollars, then the value of it will go out of your hands. Money invested in assets like real estate or stock market will keep pace. You can invest in things, and then at least you're not kind of losing. Money stored in gold or Bitcoin will outrun the scourge. So that means the value of gold in these difficult times, probably as it's going up already, it will go up, keep going up. So it will gain. Same to Bitcoin. But here's the important one. The money stored in Bitcoin will run the fastest, overtaking gold. So the potential in the growth of Bitcoin just the pure fact that it's like a baby, the market cap of gold compared to market cap of Bitcoin compared to gold. Therefore, it's it has a great potential to grow, and very important that Bitcoin, it's fixed. It will be 21 million Bitcoin around 2140. That's the max number. So it's very important when it comes to inflation for Bitcoin. It's with that it can actually avoid it. And the price of Bitcoin could appreciate if it could appreciate 45x from where it is today, which means it will catch up with gold, because if you multiply it 45x today's price, it will be around 500,000 US dollar per per Bitcoin. Okay. So I think it's a very interesting article. When we thinking about safe haven, we thinking about how to keep our savings. You have worked very hard for the money, what you have, your savings, and now you keep it in cash, keep it in dollar, and you see every day you're just losing money, losing money. So definitely you have to look for some kind of investment, at least just keep the level you have it right now. But of course, it will be more ideal if it can grow. And this is like a great idea. Not financial advice, but this is also my opinion, not just their opinion. So I agree with them. And now let's move on to the third news. I promised you that I have found a token which I think it looks very promising. And Parsec is the one. And what is it doing? Many of you, I think, are familiar with Zapier. You know, this is the kind of service which works like a trigger. You can automate a lot of things. You can connect your trigger your Gmail and the other action. So if something happening, it's automated and happening on the other side. So for example, if you have a new subscriber, then the automated email just goes out, and all these kind of automations. So what Parsec is doing, it's basically kind of Zapier for blockchain. And here you can see that it's here you can what do you want to monitor, and then all these things. It's do this, if that happened, do this, and it will be, I think, a very, very useful project for all the companies using blockchain. And we do know that more and more companies start to use blockchain technology, because in many cases this is the future. Blockchain is not good for everything, but in many cases, in many areas, it helps a lot, and they will use it, and more people will use it. And for them, this will be a great tool. And so it's not just like a white paper what they're having now. They're having actually a project which is functioning. And the great thing is about Parsec that its token just came out. Here you can see on the 5th of August. So it's quite a new. Okay, we do see like it went up. And the reason I brought it up today, it was that we can see that the price, it went up. Obviously, you're not buying and chasing the rally. It's not a good strategy. It's a very early stage. But now the price went down. Actually, when I collected this news, it was actually down here. Now that I'm recording the video, then I can see it's another increase. But obviously, maybe it will again went up a little bit and then coming down. But it still has a small market cap. $30 million, not a big one. It would be more ideal if it would be 10 million, even bigger potential to grow. But this is also, we consider it like a small market cap. And it's a new project, not financial advice, guys, but I think it's a great one, and I'm always looking for things which have a great use case in this industry, not just like another copy of something or just a great name, but actually doing something very valuable. And I think this is a great idea. We'll see how it will perform. If you agree with me, it's totally up to you. If you would like to invest, it's not my advice. You decide your money. I just wanted to highlight this project, which I think looks quite good in my opinion. Okay, and if you like this content, like the video, then hit the like button. I always highly appreciate it. That's great. And subscribe to this YouTube channel because I keep you up to date. Every weekday from Monday to Friday, you're getting a fresh video with the freshest, hottest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. I'm talking about the new tokens which coming out, and could be maybe a great investment. So as I did now, I just highlight a couple of things. And obviously the news, what you must know if you are in this industry. So it's a great channel if you would like to keep your up to date in crypto and blockchain. Download the Fear Free course. It contains a lot of valuable information about how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. You can, learn from everything, and this is also free. So why not download it? And you can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Guys, thanks a lot. Today is Friday, so tomorrow it's weekend. I'm coming back on Monday with the next video, as I'm doing fresh videos every weekday, Monday to Friday. I wish you a great weekend. See you on Monday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.